Right.
Is live now?
No, sure. Interfacing.
Good evening.
Hi, fellas. So finally, third shift done. CAT 2024 completed in the books. This is the analysis for the third shift of the CAT. Let's talk about that. We
Bhavesh
have
is there.
Bhavesh here with us. Let's connect. Can we?
Bhavesh, can you hear me? Please. Okay. Your channel, this one will be sufficient. If it is possible, you can on this video also. Otherwise, can talk.
Video, I am currently midway, so I will not be able to open my video.
Okay, no issue. So just share your experience as per this slot.
VARC was pretty normal. I attempted 3 sets of VARC and of VA and of RC I attempted 3 sets, and VA I did 3 questions. So 12 plus 3, that is 15 attempts I made in VARC.
Okay, that's a good attempt rate. Can you recall any of the topics from the passages?
One RC was this economics. One was on economics. One was on language.
Okay.
One was on language. One was on economics. One was on AI.
AI.
Was very,
right. There was one in the first shift as well on AI. That's interesting. AI
and
is
the fourth RC was a bit difficult. Like I read it, but I didn't attempt because the questions were also like very tricky. What I found, so I omitted that thing. I didn't go for it.
Okay. Overall, there were a few changes in the VARC. So the RC and VA were mixed up, not like last year when you first had the RC, then the VA, right?
Yeah.
And there were again 8 questions of VA, but these 8 questions were from 3 topics, no parajumbles, right?
No parajumbles. 3 summary, para summary.
Right. 3 para
2 odd man out.
2 odd man out. Makes sense, right? That's how it has been consistently for the first 2 shifts.
And 3 para completion.
Para completion, right?
Exactly same.
Exactly the same. What is your opinion of the overall difficulty compared to last year?
I think last year was easier. I had attempted the previous year. Comparing that, it was easier.
Right.
Last year paper was easier. This year it was tougher. Like I can tell about quants. Like I found it a bit difficult. Slot 3.
Okay.
So let us go into these sections
right.
also.
Okay. So mostly confirmed with VRC. Let's continue.
Okay, Bhavesh,
LRDI.
so regarding LRDI, you have mentioned that how many 2.5 sets?
No, like almost 2 sets I did. One question I left. Like I couldn't go for the third set.
And the questions were 5-5 and 4-4-4, like that.
Yeah.
So it is more or less similar like last two slots.
Two sets were LR sets, and the remaining sets were DI sets.
2 sets LR set. That you were saying that out of 5, 2 are LR, 3 DI sets.
Yeah.
Achha, in case of DI sets, the diagram, maybe the pie bar, in which way it has appeared?
The DI set, like 2 sets were easy. I got into those 2 sets and solved those. But like going for the third set, like I couldn't, like I picked up the wrong set. Like it was the difficult LR set. That is why I couldn't get into it. Like my selection was not good.
No, I am saying that in case of DI sets, diagram. Is there any kind of
diagram? Was very simple, like tabular DI.
It was tabular kinds.
No graph sets.
No graph. That means bar diagram, pie diagram, anything is present or not?
No, graph was there. One graph set was there, and one tabular set was also there.
Okay. And you have not done any LR set?
LR set, one LR set I was attempting, but I couldn't like do it.
Okay, some other students is also connected.
Like more people might have done good in LR thing. Like I was pretty weak in LR.
No, don't feel like that. Don't underestimate you. Please share your math part also. Sudeep, please go on.
Math part
discussing.
was like there were 7 arithmetic questions.
From which from which
7
topics?
arithmetic and six algebra questions were there.
Okay.
And geometry was like very little, like 3 questions were there, 3-4
So
questions.
for arithmetic, which topics? Which topics on arithmetic?
Time, speed, distance,
Hmm.
percentage,
Hmm.
profit loss,
Hmm.
allegation,
Hmm.
mixture,
Mixture
and yeah, and
so how were the
yeah,
questions? So,
and simple interest, compound interest. Yeah.
simple interest and compound interest. So how were the
Yeah,
questions? Were they direct?
arithmetic was easy. I only could do arithmetic only. Like it was what I had prepared. Like arithmetic, all I did, like I left only allegation wala arithmetic because I couldn't solve it. Like it was difficult.
Okay. Okay. And
And
what about algebra? Which
algebra,
topics from algebra?
major, it was law questions were there. 2
Hmm.
law questions were there.
Two log
And
question.
yeah, 2 law questions were there.
Sorry, this is good.
Hmm.
2 log question.
Okay. Then
And after that, equations was there. One binomial wala, it was there.
quadratic equation. Did you find quadratic equation?
No, just the how many
Simple equation.
So let us get quickly that one. Number system. Definitely one remainder is there. Bhavesh?
hello.
In number system also
Yeah.
that remainder question is there.
Number system remainder question was there.
What was the remainder question? Let us get quickly.
10 power 16.
10 to the power 10 to the power.
Yes.
Yeah, one question I can remember, like it was did by 13 men.
Not getting proper signal.
Your voice is cracking.
Yeah, sir. Like I'm on the road.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
So, as for math concern, how many questions you have attempted? Any idea? Can you
Maths
recall?
I've attempted like 7. All 7 are correct.
From arithmetic.
Yeah. No, total.
Total. Okay.
Yeah. Like I couldn't solve. Like it was time taking for me. Few questions like I
So how
spent a
you
lot.
rate your performance as for the different thing, whatever you have attempted, you have tried? How
Like
much you rate?
VARC, I think like I did fine, and LR also like I couldn't have done any better. And quants like I underperformed. Like quants I was banking upon, but I couldn't like do it in quants. So that is it.
Okay.
Yeah. But quants like what I heard from others, like it was doable. Like Mukund has done like attempted 12 kind of thing, like 10, 12. So yeah.
Mukund is doing better in case of math. So
Yeah, Mukund is very good in like quants.
right. What is the
Mukund was also in
performance?
the third shift, right?
Yeah, Mukund is also in the third.
Right.
What is performance of Mukund as per LRDI? Any idea you have made in discussion?
Yeah, I had a discussion. Like he has attempted in LRDI, I think he did 15, I guess. 15 questions.
Okay. Okay, so more or less it should be
And
sufficient.
in 12 or
Yes, what do you want
yeah,
to
yeah,
say?
yeah, that is what I'm telling. Like the cutoff will be like very high this time, I guess, because the paper was like for the slot 3, like it cons was on a difficult side, I guess, because many people were talking about it. Like
Yeah,
so, I
the
think
questions
cons.
are relatively easier, so number of attempts would go up.
Okay, let us take Enakshi also. Mangalam is also there.
Hello, Mangalam, can you hear me?
Enakshi.
Okay, Bhavesh, thank you very much.
1 minute, I will.
Hi, Mangalam, you can hear us, right?
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. I'm just outside the hall, so I won't be able to hear you properly.
Okay,
So,
please
can
do
you
share
hear me?
your views. How did you feel? How was it?
Sir, the paper was lengthy. VRC section was lengthy. I was able to attempt, but the
Video.
summaries were little trickier.
Mangalam video.
Mangalam, we can't see your face. Now it is fine. Keep it this way.
Perfect.
Yeah, can you hear me, sir, now?
Yeah, now it is
Now
Yeah,
fine.
we can hear you and see you.
Yes, sir. So the VRC section was a little tricky. I couldn't attempt the summaries. The RCs took a lot of time to complete. It was long RCs.
Right.
The DILR section, it was 55444. And there were few easier sets and few trickier sets. So there were few sets that seemed easy, but were actually trickier. So many people got the answers wrong. 1-5 set was like that. And quants was doable. Most of it was doable.
Mangalam, first we focus on VRC in detail. Let's go section wise.
No, VRC, we have mostly confirmed what we were looking for. The system, the pattern is the same as the first two shifts, right? Not much difference. You first tell me, do you recall any of the topics, the RC topics?
Yes, sir. Two topics. One was about language, how the AIs can come in our language and manipulate the society. One was that.
Right.
Second was how languages are disappearing. So there were
Okay.
two on languages, and how
Two on
liberal arts
linguistics. That's
can,
interesting.
yeah, and how liberal arts can help us to enrich the extincting languages and all those things.
Okay.
One was about how scientists are trying to, like, about something that that we should not be polluting the Mars and other celestial bodies.
Okay.
One
Space
was on
pollution.
that.
Got it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And
Very interesting.
yes, and one was a little bit of you can say economical. Like it was about the economics of some Chinese liquor, and what are the things that are in like what are the things promoting it, what are the things that going against it, about that.
Got it.
So
Got
these
it.
were the
Kind of
four
like that,
RC.
like that tea passage, the Silk Route one that was from 2022, right, or 21, something like that. Similar. Makes sense. Makes sense. Other than that, I just want to know comparatively, how did you feel between last year and this year? You said that the difficulty was higher, correct?
Yeah, the RCs were longer, and it took me more time to complete the RCs compared to the previous year.
Okay. The overall difficulty of the paper as compared to CAT 23?
CAT 24 was comparatively, as whole, it was easier. VRC was little difficult compared to 2023.
Right. So we are expecting a decrease in the number of attempts, like a good attempt rate for the CAT 24 for VARC.
Yes, we can expect
Probably
that,
an increase in the other sections.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. That's very much aligned with what we had heard from the previous shifts also, and what we had heard. We just talked to Bhavesh, so what he had thought about this section as well. Okay, so let's talk about the LRDI and quants.
Okay, now talk about the quant. What do you think about quant?
Sir, quants was relatively easier given the last 2 years that I saw. This year's quants was a little easier.
Yes.
There were more doable questions. There was a little bit less of modern maths that I saw compared to the previous years. Modern maths was little less.
Right.
good emphasis was given on arithmetic and algebra as usual.
Okay, tell me about arithmetic. Tentatively, how many arithmetic questions did you find?
8-9 arithmetic questions were there.
8-9 as expected.
And similarly, 7-8 questions were there from algebra. And
So
there
which
was
topics
some
of
3-4
arithmetic?
questions from
Arithmetic questions
geometry.
mostly from which topics?
Sir, I cannot recall right now most of the topics, but
Whatever.
speed time distance, I will say that was there for most of it. Allegation mixture questions were there.
Hmm.
Like it was a mixture of all.
Mixture of all. And algebra?
And sir, the number of attempts, I guess, is more compared to previous year.
Mhm.
Previous year, with respect to previous year, I could attempt more questions in quants.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
say.
true for everyone. And
Yes, sir.
what about algebra? Which topics did you find in algebra?
Algebra dominated logarithm, I'll say. Like there were a few questions from logs. They were tricky. Few were interesting questions. So
Mhm.
that is there.
Mhm.
Now, what do you mean by dominated? Means it is more than arithmetic.
No. Algebra and arithmetic. Algebra is less than equal to arithmetic.
Less than equal to, okay.
It should
Yeah.
be less. What
Geometry?
about geometry?
Yes, sir. Hello.
Ah,
Yeah, we can see your video. We can't see your face.
Yeah. Sir,
Yeah.
what did you say? I couldn't hear. There is a lot of noise.
What about geometry?
Geometry had a decent number of questions. Some could be solved using formulas. Like for some, there were straight up formula based questions were there. So it was relatively easier, I'll say. We have to think a lot to solve the questions.
So based on what? Triangle, quadrilateral, circle, which topics?
means chapter.
Yeah, polygons. There was one that there was an octagon and a square is inscribed inside it. So what will be the area of it? One question was that. Another one was like there is a triangle inside it. There are the midpoints are connected, and there were triangle inside triangle formulas that
Okay.
were used.
Okay.
So there were a lot of such questions.
Okay. You find any coordinate geometry or mensuration question?
Yeah, like there were a few like geometry mensuration mixed questions were there.
Achha. Okay. And number system?
Yeah.
What about number system? Have you got any remainder theorem question?
Yeah. There was one remainder theorem question.
What
Like
was
there
it?
was 10 to the power some 68, and what will be the remainder if you divide it by 13? I guess something like that was there.
13.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. Okay. What about permutation, combination, probability, function?
Functions questions were there. Probability questions. I guess there was one question. I cannot remember exactly the paper right now, but I guess I saw initially a few questions on them. PNC and probability.
Okay.
Okay, so your rating as per the 23 and 24 math section. What do you think of it?
24 is easier than 23 and 22. A little greater than equal to 21.
And LRDI?
Huh?
LRDI section?
LRDI section was trickier. Like it seemed easy, but they were difficult. Like you can miss a few combinations here and there. That can happen, and that will result in like you can like there was a 5-set question, and if you miss one trick over there, then you can end up attempting 3 out of those 5 wrong. So something like that also existed.
So that tricky
Like
nature
it was,
can make this negative.
yeah, it seemed very easy on face, but if you just forget a small trick, you will end up like scoring -3 easily.
Got it. So difficulty level wise, LRDI, you can consider that in compared to 21, 22, 23, if you want to say. Similarly as math section.
It was compared to 23, it was easier because more questions were doable, as also the number of questions have increased. In this year, we have seen there were 5, 5, 4, 4, 4.
5 set.
And This also resulted in questions being tricky, people not being able to complete all the questions because heavy DI sets were there where you required a larger time to solve questions on calculations.
Okay, so we got some idea about that. Great.
Mostly clear.
Mangalam.
Expecting
This
a
would be
good
all.
result.
Sir, keeping my fingers crossed, hoping for a good result.
Yeah,
Yep,
all the
that's
best.
true.
All the
Definitely.
Same, buddy. Same. All
Thank
the
you,
best.
sir.
best.
Thank
See
you,
you.
sir.
Okay,
Bye.
okay. Chalo, bye.
Right. I also spoke to a few other students on WhatsApp. It wasn't on call, but they have confirmed the same things to me. Mostly said that it was very similar in pattern to the first two shifts, and it is as Mangalam said, it is mostly that. I
No,
don't have as
can
much.
we make any kinds of comparison between slot 1, 2, 3? If you
I
think of
believe it is similar, but then this is the third shift, so we have to understand there has to be some uptick in the difficulty. What he said, say Mangalam, what he said about the difficulty in terms of things being a little trickier, particularly in the LRDI section.
LRDI section, whatever Mangalam is saying, that is, it is tricky wherever there is a chance that it would be the tougher of all three sets.
Possibly. So
Slot 1 and slot 2, it was not looking like that. So people can make it wrong,
right.
looking like it would be possible,
Right,
but
then,
it would be
then
difficult.
again, if it was tricky, then it's possible that the students who have given us the information in the first two shifts, they might have missed that because the tricky stuff might be deceptive.
There may be
So
a
we'll
chance.
have to confirm
as
on
per,
that.
as per
We'll have
the
to
first
confirm on
cut idea, whatever we got it from students,
True.
it looks like this. It depends on students' ability,
Right.
potential, that everything.
We'll have to see for sure.
But trend remains same. That means question type, maybe that from which chapter, whatever Sudhip has asked from different chapters, all of the students in all of the three slots, they have mentioned from where it came, and it looks like more or less same. And whatever chapter they have given, type of question is exactly same.
Right.
Like one thing to clear, number system, one remainder kind of thing it has given. Everywhere similar kind, everywhere it is plus minus one concept. That means basic concept with the help of binomial. We can do it easily, and it is normally in our discussion, in our classes, it is present.
True.
Everywhere like that. So more or less CAT 24 and CAT 23, if we compare, it remain more or less similar kind. Some bit difficulty level down. So there may be a chance that it would be cut-up marks, it will go higher in compared to last year.
Right. The sectional for VARC might drop.
Might drop.
Yes.
So total, if you consider total wise, that to get a percentile compared to the last year, let's say 99 percentile, if I take it up,
right,
then it would go around 7, 8, maybe 10 up. It would be. It is our first idea, whatever students has given to us.
Right.
Then definitely with lots of other discussion we can come out, but it may be our idea.
Yes, so we'll confirm on the figures and everything in our analysis video, but prelim, that is how it is. That's where it stands. So we are looking at probably a sectional drop in the VARC, a sectional increase in the quants and the DILR sections. Overall, again, a sectional increase in the cutoff levels. Accordingly, we will make our analysis on the basis of that information, and we'll discuss more.
Okay.
Right. So that's that. Any other views?
This would be for our today's discussion for slot wise 3 sections.
Right. So that's that.
Well
As I started by saying, the catch 24, it's in the books. It's done. Now onward to GDPI preparation, OMETs, all of that good noise. We will talk about that more as we meet, as we talk about it. And for the CAT 25 students, anyone who's watching, please, once again, earnest request, please do like and share this video, because the algorithm would then promote it to more students from CAT 25. So they will get a much better preliminary information about this year's CAT, and accordingly what to expect for next year. And that's that. So we'll see you again.
Okay.
All right.